Slide titles sit in prime real estate at the top of our slides and are very often the first thing that our audience's eyes will see. Done well, they can shape how the entire slide is interpreted. And so it's worth taking time to craft a compelling title that both introduces the content below and establishes a clear purpose. Too often, though, this valuable space is used up with purely descriptive statements. Let's take a look at an example. With the title, Consumer Engagement Annual Review, an opportunity is missed to indicate what truly matters with the slide, which shows customer engagement for a department store across several retail areas. The audience is left to determine independently what deserves attention. Now, this can be improved by making a key observation about the data. Doing so will allow our audience to look for the evidence of that particular statement in the visual below. This is definitely better. The most important insight from the visual, a concerning decrease in engagement for the home and garden area in November, is now clearly communicated. Yet, committing to a single interpretation of the data can feel uncomfortable. And perhaps this is part of the reason why we sometimes see slide titles posed as questions. At first glance, this feels engaging. A question invites curiosity and perhaps debate, but good intentions can introduce complications. When faced with a question, your audience may mentally attempt to answer the question, whilst also interpreting the chart and trying to listen to you at the same time. Now, not all of these tasks can happen simultaneously. Most likely, what suffers is the attention to the presenter. More outspoken participants may try and answer immediately, steering the discussion in a direction not planned or practiced. In trying to answer the question, your audience might need to make assumptions or draw their own conclusions. And posing a question can unintentionally signal uncertainty, implying that a firm conclusion has not yet been reached. The presenter perhaps isn't confident in the insight, or indeed whether there's a clear answer coming at all. Instead, consider using an active takeaway title, one which states explicitly the main message and signals how the information should be interpreted or acted upon. In the case of our example, the promotional content for the critical Black Friday period wasn't as extensive as it could have been, resulting in consumers exploring competitors' stores for deals. A further revision of our slide demonstrates the effect this clarity of message can have. With a clear purpose now established for this slide, the added benefit that we have is we can begin to revise our graph to better tie to that statement visually. So let's do that now, iterating one final time. In this version, color is used sparingly to emphasize the home and garden line. Annotations plus some data markers have been added to highlight the key moments, and a clear recommendation clarifies what to do next. Slide titles framed as questions are certainly more engaging than descriptive ones. Used deliberately, they can spark curiosity as you look to animate data into your slides, and can be an excellent way to finish a meeting, to spark ideas and generate a conversation. But they can also divide attention, introduce confusion, or imply uncertainty. Instead, identify the main purpose of the slide and craft a takeaway title that states it clearly, ideally signaling the appropriate course of action. And in doing so, you can now be confident that your audience will immediately understand the main point of the communication and how to move forward. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.